All right, guys, you did pretty good for the first try. Blake, that was excellent. We can have you demonstrating.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump the gun.
No, you were all over. Appreciate it. Do you have any tips for the class?
No.
No?
Yeah.
All right, well, keep it secret. That's cool.
Just flat forehead.
Flat forehead, there you go. All right, well, if there aren't any questions, we appreciate you guys participating in this. They're hoping that you get the point of the exercise, which is just to keep your head flat and in the water, facing up. So if you don't have any questions, we'll go ahead and try it again on the way back.
Try to get most of the initial propulsion out of your legs. That's where you're going to start doing the arms.
Yeah, that's much better. That's called dramatic improvement right there. Good job, Kaylin. You went like hopped away.
Lift my chin up.
First time you didn't go at all. That was great. All right, feel free to go whenever you guys are ready. So take free to go. Good job, Scotty. There's much better. It's tough, but you did really well.
Alright, how's everybody feel? Comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're going to head for the backstroke for the day. We'll do that again next time. Just reinforce some pointers how we went over. Probably do the cup on the head just so you guys can do it again.
Yeah.
And now we're going to move into the next stroke. We're going to be doing the breaststroke. So we're going to break it down again into two parts. We're going to break it into kicking first, and then we'll go into the arm motion. So first of all, like we usually do, we're going to go to the stationary drills first. So we're going to be lined up along here. You guys can go around that side if you need more room. Yeah, the breaststroke technique is a little more violent, requires a little bit more room, a lot of propulsion.
Yeah, everyone slides down. Make sure you have adequate room.
Is that good?
So we're going to have
Make
two
sure it looks spread out down there.
Jake will be down here for you guys, and Zach will be down here so you guys can. The kick can be broken into three different parts, so Jake and Zach are going to be going through that. I'm going to go and explain it, and then we're going to piece it down like we did for the backstroke arm motion. We're going to break it down to the parts, and so you guys can follow along.
Okay, so guys, the best way to equate this is, I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen a frog swim. Have you guys seen a frog swim before?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. So we're going to do kind of like a frog kick here. And there's going to be three parts to it. There's going to be like a bending motion when you bring your legs up kind of towards your chest, and you them all the way there, but right around your hips, towards your chest, using your thighs, and open, which is like a spread, and then a snap. And you snap your legs together. You're going to be like a bend, open, snap motion. A lot of that thrust is going to come from the snapping. You'll find that's what's going to elevate and thrust your body forward. So the best analogy I can come up with for the kick would be like a frog kick, but just try and focus. You bend your legs in close together, open and snap, open, snap. And
We're coming into the bend phase, so you guys can watch Jake over here if you want to do it too, so they can watch you while I'm explaining.
Yeah.
When you're coming into the bend phase, that you bring your feet actually don't want to go underneath the water lot. You want to try to keep your feet close to the surface, not surfacing, but coming up closer. When you're going through the open phase, you're getting all that surface area in between your legs, and when you're snapping, it's kind of just coming in this motion to kind of create a jet stream out in front of you, so force all that water in. So if you guys want to go ahead and line up along the wall here, and we'll walk through it.
Anybody have any questions? No.
What you guys? There's actually another analogy that Caitlin just pointed out for me, a way that she had learned it. So do you want to share it with the class? I think it's pretty cool.
Be like a monkey, so like monkey, airplane, out like the wings of an airplane, and then soldier like together to squeeze the water.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, but if that works for you guys, that's a better analogy than the boxing. I think that's really cool. So Caitlin, thank you for sharing that.
I learned it. I just
All right, so monkey, airplane, soldier, or is there any preference?
Any preference on the cadence? The bend open snap.
We'll do bend open snap, but you can bear in mind the other one as well. So,
So if you guys want to go ahead and grab onto the wall, we'll all do it together. So go ahead and come into the bend phase, open, and snap. Bend, open,
it's gonna start slow. Bend, open.
bend, open. All right, you guys can go ahead and go through it a couple times here. We're just going to go through some kicks. Really try to push yourself against the wall when you're getting that kick. Good.
Bend, open, snap. Different bend, open, snap. You got that. You really want to focus on legs because our next drill is going to be with the kick forward and just legs. And make sure you're comfortable with it. Bend, open, snap. Open, snap. Doing great. And then do it tight with the even down.
I got it. Kylie. Okay.
Everybody feel comfortable with it? Ready to... You guys ready? We're going to come back down this way. We're going to go into our drill drop.
Yeah, and then down the kick forward, come on back.
Okay, Jake's going to go through a demonstration real fast for what we're going to be doing. Taking the arms out of the equation, he's going to push off with the feet, give himself a little propulsion off the start, and then from there you're just going to go straight into the kicking motion. You guys can either hold the board like he is or on the sides of the board, whatever is easier for you.
If you notice how the board's flat too, it's something we're really good at.
Alrighty, so everyone clear on all the wheels? Yeah, so the breaststroke can also be broken. You can break it down into 4 different parts. There's the arms, the breath, the kick, and the glide. So the glide portion of the breaststroke is a key part to keep yourself streamlined after the kick. You're going to want to glide into it before you go into the arms and the breath. So this is really important to give yourself good proportion of that glide part of it. Okay, so everyone good on that? So go ahead and start.
Group one, go. Remember we're doing just a kick, so bend, open, snap. Allow yourself to glide in the rhythm. And group three, you can go. Oh, yeah. Good job, Josh. So that's how we do it. It's sort of like more violent. So you don't need to go so like drastic, like short, like that. It's gonna take a lot more energy out of it. So try to if you can, just go more like open, snap, open, like slow it down in bigger circles. Should help you get more propulsion as opposed to a bunch of lower ones. Just see if that helps.
Like Zach was just saying down here, I don't know if you guys heard it, but he was talking about how you want to get yourself glide, time to glide after you kick. So I know during the drill you want to work on getting that leg kick down, but when you're doing it, you're actually going to give yourself max time to glide after the kick. So Kylie, I've noticed that you have a really good glide, so actually if you wouldn't mind demonstrating the glide. Really taking your time after doing the kick to glide, so go ahead and go. See how she gets a full extension of the legs and lets herself go forward before she begins the next kick?
Perfect. Yeah, that works well for you.
Alrighty, so if group 1, you guys want to go ahead and have you can stay there if you want to go.
Okay, you can stay down. You're not going to do multiple laps. That was good. Perfect, baby. Good job. Good job. Very good. Very good. Excellent. A little bit longer.
Tired?
Go on, baby. A little bit more. I know this one takes a while out. It's a challenging stroke. Good job, Josh. Don't worry, take your time. Remember the full forwards, okay?
Oh, I have that.
So,
I have that toe. Oh, I can only imagine the arch.
I know. No, you get most of your propulsion out of your arms with this stroke, or a lot of it, probably like 2/3. So we'll see if that helps you.
Yeah, Zach, if you want to go ahead and go into that, we're going to go into the arms right now.
Okay. So yeah, our next drill right now, just to kind of get things moving again, we're gonna get comfortable with our floaties and isolate the arms. So the goal here, and there's a lot of good analogies to look at for the arms. So one way to look at it, can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Blake, can you hear me down
I
there?
can hear you down there.
Okay, great. So what we're looking for, we're gonna isolate the legs. Now we'll just practice that. We'll come back to that in a minute, but really just focus on the arms. There's two analogies you can use. Pick whichever one you prefer. But imagine you're swimming through like a sea of ice cream here, and your arms are two big scoopers. And so you scoop a bunch of ice cream, and then you're gonna bring it to your mouth, and then you're gonna go for more. You scoop a bunch of ice cream, bring it to your mouth. Two bunch, bring it to your mouth. Do it like that. Another way you can do it, which I believe is Coach Moore's analogy, is sort of like the reverse heart. And if anytime you want to break someone's heart, you want to do it quick. So you just go right in the middle, break the heart now. So here, just you have a big heart, break it. So whichever you like, you go with ice cream scoop, it's a little more pleasant. Or you split someone's heart in half. Whatever mood you're in, just go for whichever. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate. There's a lot of things to look at when it comes to the arms. I was going to mention at this point the glide that we hit that with the feet. You want to wait about 2 or 3 seconds between each stroke before you push. So it's going to be like a 1, 2, 3 push, 1, 2, 3 push. You'll see that in a second. And then also only bring your forehead to about the water. You don't need to dip your whole head. So I know there's a lot going on here, but
You want to talk about
try and demonstrate that. Oh, and for breathing, you just want to tilt your chin up. You don't want to bring your whole head out of the water. So, I mean, like I said, there's a lot going on. Actually, we'll reinforce it as we move on. You can push off a little bit if you want, but you'll find you have a lot of propulsion with your arms. So, should look something like this.